What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm the Hot Commodity, joined by my own Hot Commodity, as we jump back into our time machine to cover the Attitude Era Season 2. We have covered all of the Attitude Era from December 1997 to where we are now, December 99. We are covering WWF Raw Is War from December 13th, 1999 in Tampa, Florida, and we are 1 day removed from WWF Armageddon 1999, which saw Stephanie McMahon betray her father, Vince, and join forces with her husband, Triple H. So we start off the night with Triple H and Stephanie arriving to the arena. They're hugging and they're walking in together. Shane is waiting for Vince to show up. Pandemonium is going to pop off when they all show up. But we start off with Intercontinental Champion Chris Jericho coming out. Jericho brags about beating China and winning the title. X-Pac comes out and challenges Chris Jericho. So we have Intercontinental Champion Chris Jericho versus X-Pac. During the match, the former champion China and the WWF Women's Champion Miss Kitty come out. YJ lands a power bomb and applies the walls of Jericho. China gets to the ring. X-Pac taps out, and then China hits the referee. No one really knows who won. They claim that Jericho won that match, but I don't really know how Jericho get the win after China attacked the referee. But what do you think of this? China shook Jericho's hand last week. Is she trying to help Jericho, or do you think she's trying to screw him over?
I think she's trying to stay over. She has a history of that spot. So, and he did her dirty all the time. He didn't really win it fair. So, I don't think China's being a good sport at all.
China is not playing for sure. He's supposed to get a section. Never did.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
That's why she's mad.
I'm suing.
She didn't follow the stipulation. So
they could have been together. Yeah.
What would be his name? Chrissy.
Yeah. I mean, Jericho probably already has a list. He kind of looks like one now.
Looks like a lesbian.
He's got boobs.
Shane McMahon yells at Triple H and Stephanie backstage. Shane tells Stephanie she only has one family and she messed everything up. And Stephanie just smiled at Shane.
Yeah, well, Shane is going to ruin the family business. So, fuck him.
It's not his fault. He didn't tell his dad to fuck a bunch of people. He dildos and all that fun stuff.
He should still be on Stephanie's side.
Shane left to work in China to do shoes and shit. That's why he was gone for so long.
To do what?
He helped create shoes and stuff. He had a shoe business.
Really? Wow.
Shane O'Mac, the shoe street. Next up, we have the Godfather with his host taking on Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry. And before the match, we get a GTV video showing Sexual Chocolate in bed. He says this was an incredible experience. He's like, this is the best thing I've ever had before.
I'm sure it was.
And the camera pans over to who's next to him, and it's Mae Young smoking a cigar. Yeah, dust off the cobwebs. And what do you think the last time Mae Young had sex? You think she was very active during this time?
Yeah, probably the night before.
You think? Who do you think she hooked up with backstage? Aside from Mark Henry. I see Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler talks about her a lot. Looks like
he makes fun of her, but he was probably getting it in.
Oh
no, Jerry Lawler was doing Miss Kitties. I mean, come on.
Mark Henry splashes the Godfather. Mae Young comes out. Godfather lands a clothesline. Mae distracts the Godfather, allowing Mark Henry to hit Godfather from behind to get the victory. Sexual Chocolate's got some white chocolate with Mae Young helping. You think?
Yeah.
Are you jealous of this couple?
A little bit. I mean, I kind of wish I could join in.
I wonder if she's like a sugar mama, or if he just really felt that sex was that incredible.
Maybe I don't think Mae Young had money, so
I think when you turn into your 80s, that's when everyone's sex life is much better.
Maybe
80-year-olds down here off the killing.
Maybe you should try to fuck an 80-year-old.
I don't know if it'd be different for a guy. I mean, I know women are killing it.
Well, find an 80-year-old woman.
I was gonna say May, but at this point, May will probably be like 120.
Yeah, and she's on a coffin, so
Well, she was using for so anyways, poor May. Vince McMahon is backstage with a sledgehammer. He breaks down DX's locker room door and he is pissed. Vince always has some kind of long stick in his hand.
Yeah,
A bat, a pipe,
a dick.
a dick,
Shawn Michaels dick.
Shawn Michaels dildo, Shawn Michaels dick, sledgehammer, his own sledgehammer. Vince comes out and he calls Triple H out to the ring. Vince says, "Get out here, you rapist. What have you done with my daughter?" Stephanie McMahon comes out.
That could definitely go on one of those videos that didn't age well.
Yeah, he's calling fucking Triple H a rapist. I mean, and he raped a dead body at one point. Of course, Stephanie says, "What are you going to do with that sledgehammer? You want to bash my brains in? Like it or not, me and Triple H are married. It's always been about you. I did love Andrew, but I wasn't ready to get married. That's what you wanted. I'm not daddy's little girl anymore. I'm doing things my way. I used to get butterflies when Triple H looked at me. He outsmarted you by making business personal. You do that all the time. You had me abducted and strapped to a symbol so I could marry The Undertaker just so you could screw Stone Cold Steve Austin. Well, Dad, what goes around comes around. I got you back by marrying the man you hate the most. Triple H really turns me on." And then she leaves. Triple H comes out on the stage. Triple H says, "Vince, one more time just for you. I'm going to seal it with a kiss." And then Stephanie and Triple H. So when we were covering Armageddon, I don't know if you remember that you were going to say something about, Stephanie the night after. So,
Oh
what do you
yeah.
think of this?
Well, she's kind of getting him back for everything that he did. It came out that supposedly he didn't really let her in on what was going on when they screwed over Stone Cold. So, what kind of father would do that?
I mean,
And it wasn't really justified. Like he could have screwed over Stone Cold a lot of ways, but he really he did Stephanie dirty.
do you think that's a good enough reason to do what she did?
Yeah, if somebody strapped me and fucking
If your dad did that, would you really do all of it?
sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I might marry somebody to piss them
I
off.
feel like it would make more sense though if she married Stone Cold. Because like Vince hated Triple H, don't get me wrong, but it's only like a couple months ago. Like he's like had years of hating Stone Cold. So it's like for her to say like I'm marrying the man you hate the most, I get it at this time he hates him, but it's just like
Yeah.
this is like kind of new. And it wasn't until after Survivor Series that Triple H like got pissed because Vince screwed him out of the title. So it's like
Yeah, and also like when you look back at like rivalries, when you think of Vince, you think of Stone Cold, you don't really think of Triple H.
yeah. I mean, now we will like with the storyline,
Yeah.
but it's mainly Stone Cold. And what I think too that I find kind of crazy is the start of '99. You got Triple H a part of DX. He fights Kane at WrestleMania. He fights X-Pac, The Rock, and now he's like from January to December, it's a completely different Triple H. When he started out, he had the long hair, the DX. He was taking on the corporation. And
He still has one.
yeah, but it's not as it used to be. His hair used to go down to his like. Remember when it was long?
Yeah. But he also still is in DX.
He is, but a new version of bad DX. The DX in the beginning when he was in '99 was trying to fight corporation, and later on I'll show you Triple H from like the first episode of '99. But he did have a really quick comeuppance.
Yeah. Evolve.
Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon are backstage. Vince is pissed. He's like, "I'm leaving. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm over it." And then Triple H's like, "Oh, well, Vince left." And Steph is like, "Well, we can take over.
Run this show.
We're going to run this show." Yes. So now we have the Rock and Sock connection taking on the Dudley Boyz. Devon grabs a chair and goes to use it. The Rock and Sock connection get a win by DQ. After, though, Triple H and Stephanie come out, and Triple H says the match is now a no disqualification match. Rock challenges Triple H to come down and fight him, but the Dudley Boyz attack The Rock from behind. Now we have the Rock and Sock Connection versus the Dudleys in a no DQ match. And during this match, Mankind lands a low blow. Rock attacks Steve on Dudley. Samoan drop people's elbow. Bubba pulls the ref out. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have a referee with a Vince McMahon mask on come down, and Devon pins Mankind for the quick count, and the Dudleys get the win after the Rock and Sock take the mask off of this referee, and it's Al Snow. A second referee comes out, and the Rock hits Bubba Ray Dudley with a rock bottom, and actually the Dudleys don't get the win. The match gets restarted, and the Rock and Sock Connection outsmart.
They're going a little overboard with these Vince McMahon masks.
Yeah, like, well, I guess Triple H. Yeah, Triple H is probably like, you fuck with me, I'm gonna do the same thing to you now, you know.
Yeah.
However, I wonder where they kept getting all these masks from. Did they sell them at like Walmart?
Maybe.
I wonder what they're doing for now. I'm sure.
We couldn't give them away now.
I bet Vince puts it on his head before he sniffs the lady's butt, so he gets the full. He look younger. Stephanie and Triple H shit talk the Mean Street Posse backstage. Next up, we have the WWF Women's title on the line in a special pudding match. The women's champion, Miss Kitty, comes out, and Kitty makes Lillian Garcia call her the cat. She's very upset about this. I don't know what this cat thing means to her and why she wants to be called that, but she wants to be called that. So when Stephanie's backstage and she tells Tori that she must compete against the cat in a pudding match. Tori isn't dressed to compete, so she's like, you'll just have to fight in your bra and panties. So she does. They toss around each other in the pudding. X-Pac comes out wearing like a scuba diving suit. Tori pulls X-Pac into the pudding, and X-Pac falls on her, allowing the cat to get the victory and to remain women's champion. After the match, Kane attacks X-Pac and lands a military press into the pudding after the cat pushes Lillian Garcia in the pudding after rolling her first of the matches.
I don't get what it is.
Well, I mean, would you want to see like Randy Orton and John Cena?
No, I don't think that's hot at all.
I love the pool.
In the pool, but not the pudding.
Oh. Eggnog. There was an eggnog match at one point. Totally would do that. But what are your thoughts? Kane still wants to get his hands on X-Pac. The cat is sexy, I guess. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for the time, it was a good match. I mean, it was a Attitude Era match. It was dirty and raunchy, and that's what
very
people like.
scientific. It was like this. It's like Kurt Angle and Miss Kitty are the same. You know.
I guess.
By the way, even though you can't see, I'm not sponsored by McDonald's, but since we're talking about the Attitude, they should sponsor us. McDonald's has a new cup collection out to celebrate their years. And since this is the Attitude Era,
You got to get the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin meal.
yeah, or you could get lunch. They have it afterwards too. $13. Get a cup, you get a meal. But this cup that we have is a bunch of different cool, like it looks like toys and different things that came out throughout the time.
It's got like the McDonald's, like the fries, the shake, the nugget
I'm trying to see if they have
guys.
anything from the 90s on here. Yeah, they got like something from '89 that could be considered
Ronald McDonald.
Ronald. Yeah, so go out, support your local McDonald's, and buy yourself a collector's cup meal. I'm drinking orange soda.
Cheers. Drink beer on
And with this cup,
drink beer and watch wrestling.
sure, with this cup, it adds flavor to what you're drinking. It makes it better. It makes you feel more like you're getting the full liquid in your mouth. It's clean. It's nice. It's plastic, so it won't break. Buy your own McDonald's flavors. Okay, there you go. Infomercial. We're going back to the 90s. Next up, we see the Acolytes defeating the Mean Street Posse in a handicap match. The Acolytes nail them with steel chair shots and land a triple power bomb for Mean Street Posse. They should have never helped out Shane.
Yeah.
Again, fucked over because they were friends. Also, because Joey Abs had the hot for Stephanie, they used to date. And
I think it would have made more sense if they stayed with Shane through the years and were like his posse. Like,
well,
it just didn't really, like, after they were done with Shane, it really
they
didn't
went to
make
the British
sense.
Bulldog.
Yeah, but that doesn't make
Doesn't-
sense.
I know. And that's I get Stephanie's mad because they did fuck with her during the summer when she was going to marry Tess.
Yeah.
But
she fucked with Tess herself, so get over it, girl.
a woman,
Buy a river, build a
Listen.
bridge, and get over it.
Stephanie does not know what she wants. Next up, we have a
She does.
We have a steel cage match. The Hardy Boyz are Terry taking on Edge and Christian. Christian lands a Russian leg sweep from the top rope to Matt Hardy. Jeff misses a swanton bomb off the top of the cage. Edge lands a moonsault off the top of the cage. Jeff lands a twist of fate to Edge. Christian holds Jeff Hardy on his shoulders as Jeff climbs down. Edge crawls out of the cage, and Edge and Christian defeat the Hardy Boyz in another good tag match. They
And it
fought
was a good
ladders.
match, but they were fighting a lot. Like, they put them together a lot right in a row. I think they should have broke it up a little. I thought this match was pretty good. That really could have been a pay-per-view match. The cage match
Will be next year. I don't forgive it.
foresight.
But I do like these teams.
Yeah.
The producer backstage, Brian Gerwitz, whatever Gerwitz.
Brian G.
Brian G. He was friends with Edge and Christian, so that's why you'll see them get a lot of airtime because he felt like they were very. And they changed their gimmick soon where they do the 5-second pose. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
They would be like, for benefit of the flash photography, and they'd like do like different poses while they would take pictures.
They weren't like the vampire.
Yeah, it was like little flash cameras that you could use. So they would do different. You'll see it's coming up soon.
I've seen.
Next up, we have a handicap match. The tag team champions, the New Age Outlaws, defending against Kane.
You didn't know?
Kane lands a big boot to the Road Dogg and lands a flying clothesline. Kane chokes, lands Mr. Ass. Mr. Ass lands a low blow and a Fameasser, but Kane sits back up. However, the New Age Outlaws get the win after nailing a spike pile driver, and they both pin Kane to get the victory here.
Of
What do you think?
They're the New Age Outlaws. They're the best tag team ever. They're killing it.
They are. Okay, so then we have, speaking of killing it, the WWF champion, the Big Show, whose father just died. We found out from his mother that he's illegitimate. Poor guy. Defending the title against another handicap match, Prince Albert and the WWF Hardcore champion, the Big Boss Man. Big Show defeated the Big Boss Man last night at Armageddon in like 3 minutes. So let's see how he does here. Prince Albert lands a scissors kick to Big Show. Big Show lands a double leaping clothesline. Big Show then chokeslams Prince Albert and Big Boss Man, and he defeats both men. Hopefully the storyline is over because Big Boss Man, even though he's been a problem, Big Show, he really hasn't been able to like.
Yeah, he hasn't done shit.
But what do you think of Big Show as champion so far?
It's getting a little ill. It was in the beginning. It was cool, but like, I guess it wasn't his fault. It was more they needed to give him better opponents. I mean, like the Big Boss Man, even the Undertaker couldn't make him look good. The Undertaker had like one of his worst matches ever with Big Boss Man. So, you know, it's yeah, and everybody complains about those matches. So I guess the Big Boss Man.
Everybody complains about those matches. I guess the Big Boss Man stuff. I guess. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't think they were great.
Stephanie,
I don't think they were WrestleMania and worthy. I don't even think they were Armageddon worthy.
I mean, they were SmackDown.
I don't think that the Big Boss Man should have been main eventing and fighting for the championship.
Who do you think Big Show should have been? Like,
I mean, even though it was kind of repetitive, I would have rather seen Triple H fight him, or you know, I guess Stone Cold's gone at this time. The Undertaker, somebody. Undertaker would have been good. Even Kane, The Rock, Kane would have been good to fight the Big Show. They're both like, he was probably the biggest person to compare to him at that time.
Yeah. So DX is backstage, and Stephanie McMahon tells the New Age Outlaws that she wants them to defend their titles. They don't want to, but Triple H says if she wants you to defend them, you're going to. Mm-hmm. So Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley comes out. I'm going to officially call her Helmsley now because she's married to him. And we have the tag team champions, the New Age Outlaws, defending against this weird team of Triple H and Test. Stephanie, we're watching the match like, damn, is she still like, Test, what's going on? Why?
She was even cheering for him.
Cheering for him, yes. But Triple H ends up, Test pretty much takes on the match by himself. Triple H tags in. DX attack Test. Mr. Ass lands a jackhammer to Test. And then Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley slaps Test across the face. Triple H nails Test with a steel chair. DX and Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley do their suck it pose.
Break it down.
And Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley, man, jumped into this role and just became really like overnight big time. And they were talking about Bruce Prichard's podcast. He was asked like if she was nervous, because at this time she really didn't talk a lot on the mic. It was her just crying or yeah, exactly. Now she's completely.
I think Triple H gave her some
motivation.
My motivation.
Well, that was it. Gave her something because she came out. New woman.
He sure did
here. She got the ring on. She's a bitch. What do you think? Yeah, she did a good job from going.
She did, and I didn't like her when she was good because she was so phony. Mm-hmm. But it seemed a little more real when she was being a bitch.
Well, that was it for this episode of Raw Is War. Decent episode. Attitude, you're not going to get a lot of like crazy. You will get crazy stuff, obviously, but this is a fallout from a pay-per-view, so you're not going to get a lot of new storylines just yet. They're going to come up soon. We have Royal Rumble 2000 in a couple of weeks. We've got Raw, another SmackDown.
Royal Rumble's the next pay-per-view.
We're going into January 2000, new millennium. I'm still afraid of Y2K. It's still going to happen, just not right now.
Maybe in the 3000.
I said I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they live underwater. And your great, great, great granddaughter is doing fine. Song, the Jonas Brothers, year 3000. You ever do that song?
No.
All right, so with that, again, we've covered all of Raw. Got more coming your way. Aside from the ad here, you can check out our Monday Night Raw recaps, NXT, Dynamite, Collision. All In will be covering. Bash and Berlin's coming up.
And all these are uncensored.
Fuck, sex, drugs, rock and roll. Fuckity, fuckity, fuck.
Now you're going to get us thrown off YouTube.
Fuck YouTube.
Now we're definitely
good. Well, not fuck YouTube because they do. There's a lot of subscribers on there, so no. But where can people check us out?
Hi, YouTube, Twitter.
Yeah,
X.
Yeah. But what about Apple Podcasts?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. What should these fuckers do when they check us out on YouTube?
They should fucking subscribe and hit the like button.
There's one more thing. Notification bell. So that all you do, you click this little bell.
The fucking notification bell.
That's
uncensored, baby.
See, that should be something. The fucking bell. So like I have a bell and anytime I ring it, I want to jump on.
Okay.
The fucking bell. Like that. Yeah, but if you do click that bell on YouTube, ring, you probably won't get text from us, unfortunately. It's free, it's extra. But you'll have to find your own partner. But if you do click the notification bell, all serious.
You'll get some great fucking notifications.
You will. You just get a little notification to your phone that says Attitude Era came up, and you just click it, and you get right to the video. So
get right to Stephanie McMahon being a slut.
Stephanie McMahon-Helmsley. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe and stay uncensored.